I'm your host, Dr. Raquel Tosin, and this podcast is to help you experience being blessed that transcends a mere hashtag. Now, you guys know I am a firm believer that being blessed is a mindset, and we have to make a daily decision to be blessed, no matter who wins the presidency, okay? All right, so if you are ready to be encouraged, enlightened, and entertained, you are in the right place. I'm broadcasting on WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network, a non-profitable, charitable radio broadcast, with the mission to empower, encourage, and educate. If you are enjoying the Blessed Podcast, please, one more time, please donate to www.wytv7.org. Every little bit helps. Now, our sponsor today is Tosin's Publishing. For the month of November, remember, we're doing our Great Gratitude Challenge. Every day you are going to post or write down what you are grateful for, because remember, God's language is gratitude. And you can go get your journal, the I Am Blessed journal, at www.tosinbooks.com/shop, and you can get your journal there. All right, so we have a guest today, and y'all, guess what? It is not somebody that I know for a long time, because y'all always know I'll be bringing people I know for a long time. This is somebody who reached out to me. Her name is, wait, let me get my little thing. Y'all know, and my glasses. Tanya, look, I ain't even finna go through all this, girl. Tanya, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on in and tell everybody about yourself, because I just wanted everybody, I needed you to get on camera real quick, because you have a vibe. I love your fro. I love your glasses. Girl, your look is just a vibe. And I just want you to know that you are going to be my friend after today. So.
Well, likewise, Dr. Raquel, definitely, for sure. My name is Tanya, she mentioned, Tanya J. Miller. I'm an author, speaker, coach, strategist. Basically, I say that I help people and organizations figure out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together so that they can do life right and well. And I do that because I want them to be able to do life and leadership unapologetically on purpose. And so now more than ever, with this space of 2020 that we've had, that resonates so true, because literally life and leadership and work and family and sick, all of it just got commingled. And so you got to make sure you're doing it all on purpose, especially unapologetically, because we could easily lose ourselves in the static. I'm going to say it like that.
Let me just say, so you brought up, I love your bio and the fact that you said leadership, because that's important. And what people need to realize is, you don't have to be a leader of a company, leader of a church. You might be the leader of your house.
Yep.
And a lot of parents don't get that, especially, when you're a single parent, you are leading your household. Yep. If you are a man, and you are in that, you are leading your household, and it takes some, it's not something that maybe just comes naturally to people. Yeah, but we throw people in these leadership roles, and we just expect them to be a leader.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So do you do that?
You said, do I do that? Do I throw them in the role?
No. Do you talk to people who are the leaders of their households?
Yeah. I mean, I talk to all facets, because the thing I always remind people is, like you said, the leader is just in you. It's not that you have to have a title, you have to have anything, as far as rank and profile and all that. It's just about who you are and what's in you, and it's showing up. And so sometimes, as you said, some of us don't know quite how to handle that next level that we got to unexpectedly. And so some of it, you may need some leadership development. You may need some leadership training, or you just may need some strategy on how to approach some things and to go with it so you can go to the next level. It's the same thing as far as how I feel that every person has the ability to be entrepreneurial. Entrepreneur is not just the people that you see that have jobs or small businesses or side hustles. You're when you take on the approach of owning your job and coming up with ideas or adding to things, and you take the responsibility of your own career, if you're doing the 9 to 5, you are planning and doing it as an entrepreneur aspect. You are the entrepreneur of your role, of your assignment, of your time in that space. And so you work opportunities and they mergers, if you will, when you get a new opportunity or you get a project or you get the opportunity to leverage some relationship to get into a new experience. Like, you have to look at both aspects of life as leadership and entrepreneurship, because they are present, and we just have to be able to dig into that DNA, that specific DNA that is in us, and those gifts as well, to be able to stand up and firm in those roles, because we have ability. We just got to tap in.
That is awesome. I've never even heard of it. I never even thought about it like that. But now that you say it, you're right. Even as an employee, you are an entrepreneur. You're your business. If you have a name, you have a business. You know, you have your bank account, you have your finance. I mean, you are a business, you're an entrepreneur. And like you said, it could be trying to move up in one company or networking so you can move over to another company. And we have come to, like, it seems like in this space right now we're in, people kind of look down on employees. You know, if you don't have a side business, people kind of look down on it. And it's like, hold up. You know, you just started. You just got here. Your mom and them was employees. Why are we looking down? And then, but with the way you say it, we're all entrepreneurs because we are all running our own business of our life, the business of our life. That is huge. And it's just like, ooh, that just gave me it gave me chills to think about it like that, because we should be teaching our children to think, have entrepreneurial thoughts as far as looking at themselves as their business. Now, where they choose, even if you get in a W-2 or a 1099, or you just getting, money from people because they buying your products, it's all really the same thing. Yep. You have to honor yourself, and you have to do the best at what you do so you can, flourish.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree.
That is just, that is so good. Girl, you teaching me some stuff. I hope the people out there listening, because that's huge. And then, so tell me this, one of the things that my son is a music teacher now, but he went to high school and middle school. He was in performing arts schools. So he was, all these kids are, love music and stuff. And the majority of them were like, well, for their parents, being a musician was not even an option, because you got to go get a job, you got to go to college, So how do we talk to people about, making them easy or okay with entrepreneurism, in their children, or even themselves? They like cut themselves down. Oh, I bake cakes for the church, but they won't, sell them around Christmas time and the holidays. They don't want to do that. They just want to give stuff away. Like giving it away. What? So how do you tell people?
We actually just had this conversation, me and my husband, this morning. And basically the gist of what we were talking about is that kind of the story is to graduate high school, go to college, get in debt, get a job to pay off the debt, get a house, get married, get a house, get into more debt, then have a family, maybe more debt too, then eventually maybe not pay off all the debt, but you retire, and then you finally live. And then it's like, on the other side of the story is you go to school, you maybe even learn a trade, because that's a big thing. And I don't know why I be talking about it so much, but it's like a hidden gem, I feel. And it's almost like an art that's going away, because you don't see that many apprentice schools or apprenticeships that offer education and training in welding or in carpentry or in all the different, it's so many different
let me stop you for a minute, because this is one of my soapboxes, girl, because back in the day at school, you could learn that in high school.
Good, yeah.
And you could come out of high school.
Learn is cosmetology and little nursing.
Yep.
And little business.
Mechanics. You can learn a lot of that stuff in school, and then you come out so you can work under somebody, and you can, but here's the problem with that. That breeds people being entrepreneurs, not being employees, and the powers that be needed us to be employees.
Yes.
So they kind of wipe that out so we can be, because even the whole go to college, it wasn't about go to college so you can own your own business. So you do go to college. So now we can have smarter employees, people that can do more for us, make us more money. Yeah. So it was always about the power that the whole education system needs to be revamped. And I'm hoping and praying that we bring back that whole trade school, because you are right. Having a trade, girl, because if you need a plumber, you need a plumber. You don't need an electrician.
They don't teach none of them anymore.
Oh, and it's a sad thing, because people could actually do really well for themselves if they have. My sister is a cosmetologist. She's never worked for anybody, and basically she makes as much money as she wants to, because it's how many people she worked with that day or that week. She get to decide when she gonna work and when she not gonna work. She get to learn different things, hairstyles to, all whatever, but she is doing it. She's been able to take care of herself, and she's never had to be an employee. But I can tell you, that's a scary thing.
Oh yeah, it is, definitely. My dad has been self-employed for basically the majority of my life. And, a lot of the things that he did as trades, if you will, they were cyclical or seasonal, meaning when winter started coming, folk didn't want their cars fixed. Folk they were too cold. They want to have to be walking nowhere. Folks didn't want to be working on no houses, and stuff like that. So over the years, he's had to adjust, his trade or learn something new or pivot, if you will, to make those adjustments. And it has been hard. So I definitely understand the lows and highs of especially solopreneurship. That is real, y'all. It's real. Yeah. But it's not about doing it, just because you don't want to work for anybody. The ones that succeed in it the most are the ones that realize that it's their purpose and it's their assignment, and this is what they're here for. And so they know that they have to get what's in them out, and so they do it. There's others that start maybe as a solopreneur, and they maybe end up establishing as a business, and maybe making product line, maybe beginning to own more, building their own building and doing booths or doing suites. There's always ways that they can diversify as times change or as things change in their family, dynamic. So if anything, whether we're talking entrepreneur, the main thing I would say is pivot. And it's that same mindset you would need to have in a career in a 9-to-5 as well. You would need to pivot. Especially is out of the
right now
that don't went bankruptcy and this or shut down or ain't came back open. You need to know how to pivot. And that's the reason why it's not about saying you need a side hustle. It's about knowing that you need multiple streams of income, because when one shuts down, you got another brook to go to. You got another ram in the bush. You got somewhere else to go pull from.
Yeah.
You got somewhere else that you got a harvest that you can pull from. And so that's what it's about, or at least the education that I share. It's not about bad mouthing you for a 9-to-5. It's about just having multiple streams. And some of those streams may be things that you don't even have to touch, i.e. stocks and bonds, or annuities or IRAs, different things like that. There's always options and things that you can do that is a stream without you having to quit your job or literally lose your whole weekend. I mean, child, it's ladies, because I started I'm still kind of wavering in between us. I started a second business where I call myself, I'm a purveyor of loved on things. And so it's loved on things, i.e. thrift, use or whatever. But I also made up, I don't know, it's not upscale them, but upsell them. And I may do something with it. Like I may add a message on it. Like this isn't something in my line. This message is in my line, but this is just an upsell from a product from Tangenay, from a thrift haul that I added on it. And everybody like, I haven't seen that in your store. I was like, well, this is a one of a kind. I don't think the thrift store got no more of these. But I tell them I have other unique products like that, as well as other different things, that I'm doing. And so that's me giving myself a chance to see if I can open that as another stream. But the main thing is trade school is in. I think we got that. Trade school is in. Y'all, we need to bring apprenticeships back, y'all, for real, in a major way. But just, back to your question, I think just overall, we have to teach each other and remind each other to be the leader that we know we can be, and lead our lives, lead our businesses, lead our careers.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really am, passionate about is mindset. And once we get it in our mind that God gave us everything we need.
Yeah.
Everything we need. And even though we may be only using one thing, there's some other stuff way down in there. So when it's time to pivot, understand it's already in it, because everybody gets different ideas. And those ideas come to you because of what's in you.
Yes.
People don't it's like, you got to think about it. Unless you one of those people that you look at other people, you only want to do what other people do. But that don't work. It won't work. But if you, and sometimes looking at what other people do, you be like, I want to, and you just sit with that for a minute and see how it touched your spirit. And then what you realize is when it'll come up in you, because it was already in you, because God has put multiple streams of income inside of us. And some of us are too afraid sometimes to venture out to do some different things. And I'm saying, hey, look, and everybody out there, y'all know I'm not talking about child. I'm always talking about myself, because I went to school to be a pharmacist. Now, pharmacist is a 6-figure salary. I get a 6-figure salary. That's lovely. But what happened was I got tired of giving people pills and that's it. Because your blood pressure high, or your diabetes is getting crazy, and I'm just giving you more pills and more medicine, and I'm not saying, hey, how you eating? What? I can't do that, because it's not what I do. And I can't even say, hey, won't you go to this part? I'm just supposed to give out medicine. And most of the time, they don't even want me to talk. They're like, do you want to speak to the pharmacist? Like, no. And they walk away, and I'm just packing pills. And I was just like, oh, I can't do this anymore because it's not good. And, I was just talking about it. If you want to get life insurance, but you taking all these medications, guess what? You uninsurable now. And life insurance is a way that people leave an inheritance for their kids and their grandkids. But we going to the doctor getting all these pills and making ourselves what? Uninsurable. Or making our insurance where it's sky high. So we're not even putting a lot of money in it to save, because you can save money tax-free in the life insurance policy. But what we doing, going to the doctor, getting all this medication, making us uninsurable. And so, but it's a lot of stuff. So I was just like, I'm like, God, I need you to bring up what's in me so I can do something different. And it's scary because I made a lot of money.
Yeah.
And when you go out and you start doing stuff on your own, I know I can make the same amount, but it may take a minute. Because it took me all them years to get that degree to be able to make that.
Yeah.
And so, but then what happens is we decided, oh, we're going to start this new project. It can be a network marketing thing. And we think we're supposed to make it right away. And it's like, dude, it took you 6 years to be able to make that with that. Why you expect this network marketing happen in 6 days?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, because that's how some of them marketed to them to get them in there.
And that is a horrible way to market. If you're not telling people they at least need to stick with it for a year to see what happened, then that is not the right marketing. Because most network marketing play things, you have to be in there for a while to get, because you got to learn.
Yeah,
you got to learn the business. You got to learn. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on and on. I love the conversation that we're having because it seems like we're on one accord. And I love when I meet people like that, because you are out there down there in Dallas teaching the same things that I would be telling people out here in LA. And so it's just good to hear that God got people all over. Because so the messages it's going to get out, because it's enough of us out there trying to get this message out. You know what? I need you to tell us, because we got 10 minutes to time and went by. I'm like, how did 20 minutes go by already? Tell everybody how they can find your books, how they can get in touch with you.
Definitely. So I have a website, shop.tanyajmiller.com. That's the direct site to the store. You'll find everything on there, from the books, the journals, the message apparel, the buttons, just everything. Everything's on there. We have everything from buttons to stickers to coasters, all with the message that's on purpose. Like I said, if you see what I have on, it says purpose so full of it. I mean, it's all out there. So check us out. Feel free, if you want to, you can join our fam at bit.ly, all caps, join fam, and get 20% off your first order. But by all means, I'm also on Amazon for the books and the journals. The books are on Amazon in print, digital, and audio, and then the journals are there in print. So feel free to go on Amazon and search TanyaJMiller.com, or go back to the website, TanyaJMiller.com, and there's a direct link to my Amazon page as well. So that's definitely where you can check me out as far as connecting and staying connected, but also everything that we have going on as far as product. But every day, you can catch me on social media. Basically, what I say is I'm providing motivation, inspiration, and encouragement for wherever you're at. Like, for real. Like, I know my assignment, and I could easily be in the church, but I know I'm kingdom. So that means I know I'm supposed to be out and about and everywhere else. So I
gotta stop it, girl. I gotta put a pin in that right there. We could have talked all 30 minutes on that right there. Y'all know I wasn't gonna let that go by when she said she could be in the church, but she is outside of the church working because she know that she is kingdom. That was a word. You do not have to be a preacher, a pastor, a bishop, none of that stuff. You don't have to do that. And you can be a businesswoman. You can be an author. And you still preaching the word of God, because it's in us. God is here. Whatever I'm saying. And I'm gonna get on a soapbox, but I just need everybody to hear this real quick. And Tanya, I'm sorry, because I don't want them to associate this with you. But the Bible is not the only inspired book by God. The Bible is inspired by God, but there are a whole lot of other books out there that God has inspired people to write. So just be clear about that, people. Everybody, the Bible is not the only thing that God has inspired people to write. And God,
2020.
Okay, God got people out there who are not in church who are giving you a word. And what needs to happen sometimes is, and this is what I got from a woman, she's like, people need to start tithing to where they get their word. You tithing at the church, but you getting your word from the Facebook from Tanya Miller, and you ain't sending her no tithe. Y'all, come on now. I'm telling y'all, I know y'all get a word on Bless, and all I'm telling y'all is go to www.wytv7.org, and you can donate, and guess what? You're going to get a form in the mail at tax time. It's the same thing. So you can tithe here too. Oh, girl, you done got me all riled up. you're going to have to come back. You're going to have to come back so we can talk about stuff. And y'all, I got on my blue today because it seems like states have been turned blue. And it's kind of interesting to me. So I'm just wearing my blue. And the only state that I find really the most interesting is Georgia because of Stacey Abrams down there. And my soror and classmate is down at Atlanta, Keisha. So it's been very, very interesting. It's been very interesting. But remember, we can be blessed no matter who wins the election.
Absolutely.
Tanya, thank you so much. Thank you so much. With your vibe, for those just are listening and not watching the video, y'all, this fro is everything. It is a vibe. I'm telling you, I wish my hair would do that because I would be rocking that. That is you girl. Go with your purpose. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Again, give you the website one more time, slower this time.
TanyaJMiller.com, and on social media everywhere it's Talking with Tanya. So check me out, follow me, like, subscribe. I would love to hear what y'all definitely have to say about this episode and what Dr. Kel and I have shared, because we got to support each other. Don't be just clicking. You need to hit some comments and stuff on there and get some likes and loves and share.
Preach, girl, preach. And join us at the on my Facebook group, Tribe Called Bless, a Tribe Called Bless. We are there on Facebook. Join us. And if you're listening and you haven't joined, go ahead and join. And we now have a YouTube page for the Bless podcast. So you can go and watch the videos of the interviews there. Okay, guys, it's been real. We got to go because the time is like just gone. The time is gone. I appreciate you for being here, Tanya. I appreciate you guys for listening and watching. Until next week, remember what God has done for others. He will do the same for you. Be blessed.